So, what do I do during a holy hour in Eucharistic adoration? Exodus 90, great program, asks you to make a holy hour every single day during the 90-day process. And it's something that I have learned when I did my first Exodus, how important it is to have quiet time with God every day. Are you going to be able to make it out to a church every day? No, probably not. But when that happens, go into your room, close the door, spend some time with God in the quiet. It's very, very important to do that. Some people go to adoration and just say, I get nothing out of it. I can't hear God talk to me. Sometimes we hear whispers. So I'm in my second Exodus right now. I don't have these big, clear epiphany moments. The things that I hear, I just enjoy being in the quiet, in the presence of God. And if people are going expecting to hear these big thunderous booms of God delivering a message to them, probably not going to happen. There are some people that can give testimonies on where things like that have happened. I do know on my first Exodus when I went, it was a very stressful time in my life. I didn't want to have the job I had anymore. It was just becoming too physically demanding on me after being in a car accident with that job, getting rear-ended. It really, and aging, I'm not a spring chicken anymore. I was 36 years old, 35 years old, I'm sorry. And I just wanted out of that, and just other factors with my boss being let go, who I was really good friends with him, and it was a catalyst of, we had a good working relationship. I didn't go out and hang out with him or anything. He was just like a big brother to me. He taught me everything I knew about the industry. And it was him being let go, then with my pain added to it and just kind of aging with what this job needed, not being a young buck anymore, but doing a really good job still, is just getting demanding. It felt like there's more and more pressure, plus 2 young kids. I needed to do something. So that's why I decided to do the Exodus 90 the first time through. And I had heard just whispers. Every single time I went, I would hear just the whisper when I was in the quiet of God telling me, keep doing what you're doing, and I love you. Every time I was just quiet and I said, Lord, speak to me, just let me hear your voice, open up the ear of my heart. It was the same message every day. Keep doing what you're doing, and I love you. And sure enough, a few months later, things work out where I had a really big opportunity and I took it, and I have a new job now, way less physically demanding, and I can take a deep breath, and it's still in the same industry. It's just a whole different ball game, but I'm good at it. I'll get better at it as time goes on here. But other than that, people have asked, well, what are the experiences? What if I don't hear God? You don't have to hear God, okay? God tells us the main thing that you need to know when it comes to adoration is be still and know that I am God. That's what God tells us in Scripture. Be still and know that I am God. So even if you're just in the quiet, that's really, really important. You're just spending time with God. That's it. Jesus is right there in front of you. And just enjoy his presence. How do I make a holy hour personally? Well, with Exodus, they give you a daily reading from the book of Exodus and the daily gospel reading from whatever gospel reading is read at Mass that day, and they give you a reflection on it afterward. That always takes a few minutes to get through everything. So after the 90 days, it gives you the idea of something you could do during adoration is bring a daily devotional of some kind. You will find one. It's easy to look one of those up. Some type of devotional you read, and you start that way. The next thing I do is I grab a Bible and I read a chapter from one of the Gospels. If you're saying, I can't hear Jesus, I can't hear him talking to me, what I like to do is pick up the Bible, I pick up a Gospel, and I say, Lord, I'm reading this next chapter in the Gospel. Please speak to me through your word. And Jesus will be speaking to you if you're reading from the Gospel. And then third, I pray a rosary. It doesn't always take me to an hour's length, but it gives me the quiet time that I need to be with God. And it's good to be in the quiet with where I am in my life right now when you have a 6-year-old and a 5-year-old. It's good to be there to recharge your soul every single day, and it gives me better quality time with them, helps me be a better father and a better husband. Something you can do to change things up too. You can bring the Bible and just read through it as a story one time. Just read through the Gospels. If it's a story, that's fine. And there are other study Bibles that you can do if you want to dig deeper into it and you want to hear what theologians have to say about it or the church fathers have to say about it. Word on Fire Bible, Bishop Barron Word on Fire Bible is really, really good. It has some really great commentary, early church father commentary in there, artwork in there. The Ignatius Catholic Study Bible that Scott Hahn worked on has some really good notes in it, and you can just delve deeper that way into it. So that's what I do. Eucharistic adoration, it's a devotional of some kind, a daily meditation, a reading followed by a meditation, then reading a chapter of the gospel, and then praying the rosary. Is it going to be perfect every time? No. No, we're human. The mind's going to wander sometimes, but the important thing is you're spending time with God. Be still and know that I am God is what he tells us, and that's what adoration gives us. Just know that when you're looking up at that monstrance or sitting in front of that tabernacle, be still and know that he is God.